All right, guys, so today on the Mustang build, what I want to get accomplished is we need to get rid of the factory throttle cable. So this bad boy is going to be too short, and also the end of this thing is not really compatible with our GM style throttle body that we're going to be using with our Holley Hi-Ram. So this thing's got to go. Did some research, and it looks like for the Holley Hi-Ram, most guys are using a 36-inch long, just a Lokar, like LS swap type of cable. So the Lokar cables are about $100, thereabouts. But I did end up finding actually a Chinese kind of knockoff Lokar cable, and it was 14 bucks. So I decided let's give that a shot. I got it. Looks like it's very, very similar to the Lokar. Quality seems fine, so we'll see how that works. So first things first, we're going to go ahead and get this stock cable out of here, and then we can start trying to mess with the Lokar and see what we have to do to modify it and make it work with the stock Mustang pedals. So stay tuned. Now for the throttle body side of this cable, here's the cable. So again, this is a Lokar, knockoff cable, 36 inches long. You can find these things all over eBay, all over Amazon. This one was like 14 bucks. Links down in the description below. But these are made for GM, LS motors, right? So it just comes with this little kind of brass, ferrule thing or whatever. And then it comes with a hex key, and you can undo that and then be able to take this thing off and on real easy. So basically we'll have a bracket. It'll be, mounted somewhere along here, and then come back to our firewall. So you can see with our front-facing Holley Hi-Ram, right? We've got a throttle that's here, versus on a stock Mustang, it'd be somewhere way up here, right? So you've got about an extra foot or so probably, and so that's why we need this longer 36-inch cable. And then we've got to figure out how this portion is going to work with the Mustang pedal. So that I'm not sure, but. So let's go ahead and we'll start digging into the car, get the pedal disconnected, see what we got to do to feed it through, all that stuff. And then, of course, with our setup, I think we are going to have to get rid of cruise control as well. So I've got to get the cruise control out of here. Looks like that goes down somewhere here. I'm probably just going to cut it just because I don't really care. All right, so coming from inside the car, I think I got some light so we can kind of see this thing. So if we come up here and we have a look at the pedal, if we can see it, there we go. Okay, so right up there, that's our cable. You can see there's a black little plastic clip. All we gotta do is take a screwdriver, pop that black clip forward, and then it goes straight up through the little hole up there. So pretty easy. And then I think all we're gonna have to do with our Lokar cable, I think we can make it work. We'll reuse that black plastic piece, and then we may just need to put a washer in front of it, because if you kind of see how the factory cable, the end of it has that real big fat end, the Lokar cable is much skinnier, so it would probably go right through that black plastic. So I'll probably just stick a washer on, and that should solve the issue and should be good to go. Pretty easy, I think. And then from the outside, I think how this is going to work is from the firewall, there's just 2 bolts that holds this on. So I'm thinking that we take those off, and then that whole cable comes through, and then we'll see if we can kind of reuse this whole same clip thing, and we'll see what we got to do to make it work. But looks like pretty straightforward. Let's see. All right, so it literally took me like 2 seconds with a screwdriver. I popped that black clip out, and now we can see the exposed hole in the top of the pedal, and then you guys can see how it, the cable just goes straight up and out, right? So super simple. Really easy, just literally took a second. So black plastic clip we're probably going to reuse, so we'll see if we have to cut this to be able to put this onto our new cable. So anyway, now let's go move on to the other side and get it out from the firewall. All right, so from this side, we just got 2 8mm bolts that I think are holding this on, and then hopefully it comes right out of here, so we'll see. There's one. Two. Look at that. Nice and easy. Okay. What I'm thinking on this cable, we're going to reuse the black plastic piece, and that's just going to go right into the top of the throttle bracket or whatever, right? We're not going to have this piece on our new one. It's got like a much skinnier piece, so I'll probably just take a little washer. We'll stick the washer right there, and that should secure it in place no problem. Now, for this part, because what we've got right now is just kind of a hole in the firewall. So I almost want to reuse this. Since we're going to cut this cable and screw this thing up anyway, I'm kind of totally fine with seeing if we can just reuse this. So I'm thinking maybe I'll choppy chop here and here, see what we're left with, and then we can fit our Lokar cable, through there and tighten it up and all that stuff. So let me get over to the bench and we'll show you guys what I'm thinking. All right, so let's do a quick comparison. So between these two cables, if we kind of look at the end of this one here, we can kind of hold it in place, right? You can see this this other cable is quite a bit longer, at least a foot, probably even longer than that. So should be plenty good for what we're doing. And so now I'm going to go ahead and we'll pull off this little, whatever this little end cap thing is for the throttle body, and then we'll be able to slide our cable all the way through, and then we'll be able to put our washers on, do all that fun stuff we're going to try to do. And we'll go ahead, snip this cable so we can get this thing off here, and modify this. Let's see what we can do. Start chopping stuff up. One thing I think I'm going to try is on this factory piece here, you can see where the cable comes through. I cut it for the factory. This is for the factory pedal, right? So it's just kind of crimped onto the end of the cable. So what I'm going to try to do is maybe see if I can just drill through this. If I can just drill it out so it's hollow again, then I can just crimp it onto my new cable and then still reuse this plastic piece and then not even have to use like a washer. It'll be exactly like factory, right? Be mint. So I'm going to give that a shot. If that doesn't work, no big deal. I'll throw a washer on it. We'll call it a day. I did look at just kind of using this along with the end of the Lokar cable, but you can see this one's just got a small ball, and what it does is it does pull through this part, and then it's kind of just resting on the back of this plastic. This might be okay, but with this being plastic, this thing could break over time, so I don't really trust it. So that's why I do want to have certainly a washer would be just fine, right? We just need a super small washer to be able to fit over this thing and smaller than that. But let's give this a quick shot. If this doesn't work in a minute or two, then screw it. All right, so that did not work at all. So the drill, kind of went on an angle. It didn't want to drill right through, so it ended up blowing out through the side, broke my little stupid drill bit. So what I think maybe, I'm almost wondering though if I just cut the back of this off with my angle grinder, if I can just use this as my washer. So I might try that real quick. All right, more shenanigans. All right, so that worked like a charm. So what I would advise if you're doing this, just take that stock piece, like I was saying, just chop the end of it off, and then you'll be left with the hole. And that works perfectly with this little ball end that we got here for this Lokar cable. So boom, put your plastic piece back up against it, and then look, we're gonna have an OEM fit right into that bad boy. So that's pretty sweet. Now we just need kind of a bracket for this end of the cable, to be able to push against and then attach to. So that's again where I'd like to use the OEM piece, right? So now let's just go ahead and take it and let's reuse this portion. I need to see, so really we're just gonna need what? This part to come through. Yeah, so okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna chop this, just so we can reuse this bracket here, and then we'll have this butt up against it just like that. We'll put our other side on, and then that should be good to go. All right, so got this piece just all grinded out. So basically just, cut those edges off, drilled the hole just to make sure we could fit this through, made it flat on both sides. And so now what will happen is we can put this guy through and slide our cable through, and then from the inside it'll be held on with the nut. We'll get this bad boy super tight, probably put some Loctite on there just to be safe also, because it is going against plastic, right? And yeah, then from inside the car it'll all come out and have this factory fitting like we talked about, just like this. And yeah, so that's that. That's pretty simple. So let me just go ahead and slide the cable back through, get it all back together, and then we can bolt it back in. So here's kind of our final cable. I still need to get some Loctite and tighten this thing all up. But so again, we reused that factory end with this kind of as a little washer basically, and the factory plastic piece that will secure this into our throttle bracket. And then, you know, boom, we're going to bolt this bad boy back into the firewall just like normal, all that good stuff. And then this side goes over to our GM throttle body on the Hi-Ram. So pretty simple. All right, so I got my Loctite. I got this bad boy all tightened up. And now we can go ahead and just stick this back in, just do the reversal of the original order, right? So get that dude in there. Bummer, dude. The only little kicker right now is the nut. So this nut right here is a little bit too large to go through this factory hole. I mean, barely. It just needs to be a size bigger. So I'm going to go ahead and drill that out. So I'm just going to real quick go ahead and, dude, it's so close. But, okay. So yeah, let's take a little drill bit, just drill that out real quick, and then it should go back through. All right, with this side knocked back out, now we can get back in the car. And we just got to get this little clip back in, and we'll be good to go. So where's this stuff at? Oh, yep, there it is. Yeah, so I'm just going to take that black plastic piece that's behind the pedal, slide it down, pop it in, we'll be good to go. All right, guys, there it is. So took 2 seconds, pop that back in. So you can see we got our little Lokar ball with the factory little, you know, washer, and then the black insert that holds it all together. And then there's our cable poking through. So pretty simple install, you know, swap to make if you're running a Holley Hi-Ram. I don't know about you guys, but I love when I can make like all the factory hardware. If you can just, you know, cut it, repurpose it, reuse it, because you know that stuff freaking, you know, designed by actual smart guys, you know, guys called engineers who know what they're doing, and, you know, stuff should last. You don't have to worry about janky stuff, you know, falling apart, issues like that. So pretty happy that this was a pretty easy one to do for the actual cable itself. Now I've got to move on to trying to fab up a bracket for the throttle body side. So Holley sells a bracket that goes, you know, right here for this manifold and all that stuff. And I think Motion Raceworks sells one. There's quite a few of them, but that freaking little piece of metal bracket is $40. And then there's some kind of like OEM version that looks like it's for like a stock LS that has like 2 holes. I think one's a provision for maybe for cruise control, but that one's cheaper, but it's really ugly and it's not made for like an aftermarket Lokar cable. So we just need basically a bracket with 2 holes coming off, coming down, and then 1 single hole for the little Lokar, you know, deal to go through. So I think I'm going to try to make it. So I'm going to go look for some scraps, see if we got something we can just cut, make real quick, and eyeball it, call it good to go. All right, so here is our piece of scrap that I got over there from that bin. So it's already got a nice little bend in it too, so that's really good. It looks thick enough, so I think it's going to work. Disregard these bolts. These are just some bolts I found laying around. These things are 1/4 thread. Too bad they're not metric. I had to have a bunch of M6 stuff laying around. But anyway, we just need to take this little piece, kind of trim it, you know, basically mock it up. It'll be something like that, kind of cut in half. So should be a pretty simple deal. And we'll kind of trace it out, you know, all that good stuff. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get this thing all chopped up, kind of get it ready to go, get some holes in it, and then I'll come back and show you guys. All right, so at this point, we got, you know, some holes kind of drilled in. Let's go see if they work. So, dang, look at that. Your boy did a pretty good job. So that looks pretty good. And then if we look, let's see if I can get some action over here. If we look This all looks pretty good too. So now we just got to kind of figure out, where the hole will be kind of level. So I'll probably bolt this on, and then we can kind of figure out, where we want to drill this hole for the cable, put the cable in, mock it all up, and then we'll kind of come back and, we'll trim some of this, right? We don't need it to be all this long, all that kind of crazy stuff. So we'll make it pretty, sand it up, but I think it'll work, and I think it'll be strong enough. Be cool if it was a little bit thicker, but I think that'll be all right. Big old 102 millimeter. So, well, we'll see. I guess worst case, if I needed to, I could just take another piece of aluminum and tack it in place with my TIG welder. I cannot TIG weld, so but I could probably tack it in place. So we'll see. So I kind of got it bolted on. Still don't have the right size bolts, but just kind of hold it in place, kind of mocking it up. And that's probably right about where it's going to be. So we're going to give that a shot. All right, so got my bottom hole drilled. So I'll be going something like that. And that's kind of what we're looking at there. So you can see where it's a little bit off. It's not exactly perfect. And that's because when I cut this, I jacked it up and I cut it a little too short. I should have made this part a little bit longer, like another 1/4 inch. And then I could have placed that hole out. So, I got enough scrap. I could just create a new bracket, but I think this is going to work. So we won't really know until we get it in the car, since now we've got our cable, already installed, but I think it's going to be fine. Do something like that. And we'll see. I mean, worst case, make another bracket later on, but at least it's good enough to go. Now we can get it in the car and, test it all out. But now I just need to go ahead. Let's make it beautiful and trim this all out a little bit more. All right, guys, here's our finished bracket, at least finished for now. I don't know, I could paint this thing, but whatever. I just kind of hit it with a flap wheel and, it's all good. But, yeah, so anyway, nothing we can do with this, I'll probably just sit it on here until we get it going. But yeah, look at that, 20, 30 minutes, boom, got a little bracket, save 40 bucks. You guys, one last shot with the bracket kind of in place, so there you go. Looks pretty dang good. I think that's cool. Yeah, I might paint it black. So, yeah, that's something I'll do. I think later today I've got to clean some parts. I'll probably end up painting some stuff, painting this stuff black. So I probably will shoot it black. That way it just kind of matches these little black accents that are on the motor here. So if you guys are going to be doing a Holley Hi-Ram setup, hopefully this video helps you out. Check out all the other videos on this build. There's beginning to be a freaking ton of these things. And if you guys are new to the channel, just check it out. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any new content. We're building this Mustang for the Hot Rod Power Tour that's coming up in June. So today is like March 6th or something. So we only have a couple months left to get this thing done. So we've really got to get hustling. There's going to be a ton more videos to come as we throw this thing all back together with the motor, the turbo setup, the Holley Terminator X. We got the Holley dual sync distributor. So we've got, coil on plug, coil near plug, ignition, all kinds of cool stuff. So it should be a pretty awesome build, and you guys can follow along. So, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Catch you guys on the next one.